So you're thinking about moving over to Austin, Texas, but you're gonna wanna watch this video entirely. We're gonna talk about 4 things you should know before moving to Austin. Let's get right into it. If you haven't been to my channel before and you wanna know everything there is to know about living and moving to Austin, Texas, then make sure you subscribe. My name is Blake and I'm with the Living in Austin, Texas team. We get calls every single day from people just like you thinking about making the move down to Austin, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. We'd be happy to make a smooth move for you down here to Austin, Texas. But let's talk about these 4 things you should know before moving to Austin. Number 1, the heat. Right now, it's July in Austin. We just had the 4th of July here. It was absolutely fantastic. However, 2 weeks prior, it's been 100 degrees every single day. It gets hot out here, especially when it rains a little bit. The humidity rises, it gets hot and sticky. Not as crazy as Florida, but it's definitely hot. Hot is hot. That is pretty much the topic from May until honestly the end of September, sometimes October. It is super, super hot down here, but hey, you'll get used to it. And I always like to say, you don't have to shovel the heat. I personally moved here 8 years ago from Chicago, and I am tired. I do not want to shovel one more driveway in my life. So I don't mind the heat. You can still go outside, go swimming, have fun. Rather, if you're living in a cold environment and you're leaving the house when it's below 30, there's really not a whole lot to do outside, to be honest. But over here, there's lake access, there's hiking if you can handle the heat. But really, you want to get into the pool, get into the lake, go on the boat, something like that, you'll be fine. Number 2, median home price. So as you've seen, Austin has become this boom town in the past 2 to 3 years, and it's just exploded with growth. However, we have seen a correction this past year, as most of the United States has. However, what's interesting is that the median home price has only gone down 2.5% in the city of Austin. Outside of Austin, in the surrounding suburbs, prices have fluctuated differently, and that's really due to so many people moving here on 21 and 22 and just kind of picking anywhere around Austin and just grabbing a home. Now people are kind of realizing, well, maybe I wanted to move over here instead, and that's why it's good to sometimes move to a city and rent for a couple months to figure out where exactly you want to buy and live. Following median home price, taxes. So taxes can be quite expensive compared to other states. Depending on where you're living, taxes range anywhere from 1.9 to 2%, all the way up to 2.9 to almost 3%. So it's something to consider when looking at different homes. You could be moving from a state like California, where the homes over here in Austin are less expensive than California. However, the property tax is much higher. So that's something to make sure you consider before moving to Austin. Number 3, allergies. So I myself get allergies around March over here. They get insanely bad. I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, I feel congested for 3 weeks, sometimes a month. It absolutely stinks. So depending on if you have allergies, that's something you're gonna want to consider. Now they do have shots you can take where you'll be kind of immune from allergies for a couple of months, but just something to consider if your allergies really bother you. Well, maybe you should consider moving someplace else or research what kind of allergies you may have here in Austin. Number 4, things to do. So depending on what you're looking for, the main things in Austin, number 1 is gonna be nightlife. There are a ton of bachelor parties that come here, and yeah, there's great nightlife. There's so many different bars, so many different bar streets all over Austin, but maybe that's not for you. We have a lot of hiking and swimming around here. There's a lot of trails, a lot of different parks you can go and check out. So if you're a big hiker, this might be the area for you. Same thing with comedy. Now Joe Rogan has brought all the comics pretty much down to Austin. There's all these new comedy clubs opening up. So if you like comedy, well, Austin may be the place for you. But if you're not interested in any of those things, maybe you're looking for more museums or professional sports teams. Maybe you want the ocean nearby. Well, Austin really doesn't have that. We don't really have a whole lot of museums here compared to other cities. We don't have any professional sports teams besides Austin FC, which is the soccer team, and of course the University of Texas, their football team, if they're any good this year, but we'll see. And yeah, there is no beach or ocean over here. So if you're kind of looking for some of those things, well, maybe you should consider moving to a different city besides Austin. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video. I just wanted to make this real short and sweet, covering 4 things you should know before moving to Austin. If you guys have any comments or questions, drop them down in the comments below. But if you are still considering moving to Austin, don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I would be happy to jump on a call with you and hear your story. If we don't see you guys here in Austin pretty soon, well, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.